Star Showdown. A rivalry once thought dead and gone, but it is back. And now we find out who gets the right to lay claim to the football-obsessed state of Texas. This matchup has had all kinds of great moments, and we're ready for some more. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas Longhorns. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. It'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Texas's offense will have the football first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. To be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And the Longhorns, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Gives it on the option. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll leave it with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And here comes the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
So Texas A&M's offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David. Breaks into the open. Oh, what a cut! All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Makes the grab. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Makes it past the marker. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got enough for the first. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. So now it's second and long.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly, and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarter.
Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into defense because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Reads it, fires complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. On the run, it's Higgins. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking to throw on 3rd. Fires on the move. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Here he comes from inside his own 5, and the returner is stopped. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Bounced right back to them.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
To the air on 2nd down. Plucks it out of the air. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The throw to the outside is complete. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, better look out! They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. And I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Rides the back on the option, the give. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Back to pass on second down. Fires one high and deep. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Texas!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Wants to go up top on first down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. From the gun. Wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Got his man on the right. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. He'll pull it down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He's got the tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Maybe being on the right hash will help him swing that big leg for this 54-yard attempt. He slides that just inside the right upright. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, the Lone Star Showdown is among the most bitter rivalries in football, and so far today, these two have really butted heads.
And the Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Here's the pressure. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
Wants to fire on second down. Looking down the middle. Got his man. Tripped up for the tackle. Texas A&M going quickly. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Bringing the heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. He lobs one high down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Fires left. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Dropping back, it's Russo. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Defense got it. They're on the run. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they turn it into a defensive score.
They're winning the game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the second time in this game they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. We know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but they're showing you why you cannot make mistakes and cough the football up when you play them.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Takes the handoff. It's Higgins. Turning it on. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Aggies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off play action on first down. Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. This time it's complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Back to pass. Right down the middle. He's got it. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. New set of downs after the completion. The give to the lone running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
Pressure coming. Snagged out of the air. You know, people like to make fun of quarterbacks, call them soft. They're nuts. He knew he was going to get drilled and still deliver the ball.
And I love the fact that he knew where his answer was against that blitz. He saw man coverage on the back end of that and immediately knew where he had to go with the ball.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2. Taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Russo. Got his man quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the big fella. Look at the big fella rumble. Defense picks it up. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Texas. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
That defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. You got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy...
There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Aggies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great...
Breaks into the open. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. And the Longhorns just got that huge run. They love another explosive play.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Chucked it away just as he was hit. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Fires to the tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Trying play action. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game, That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18. The Longhorns had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Rushes on him. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Second down, he'll throw it. They get to him as he throws. He's got an open man. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. The week has been immersed in midnight yells, barbecue smells, a sea of crowds in the fall colors, and the Lone Star Showdown ends with Texas hooking up and getting the victory over the Aggies.